social teacher of 6th standard. And dear students, now we are in the topic of global maps. And the today topics are the geographical symbols and map reading. So today we are going to discuss about these two topics. And so before getting into this lesson, let us recapitulate what were the things we have discussed in the last video. So in the last video, we have discussed about the map and what is cartography and who are the cartographers and atlas and types of maps and also the purpose based on the maps and the components of the maps and last thing the uses of the maps. These are the things we have discussed in the last video. So let us recapitulate shortly and later we can start the classes. So what is a map? Map is a flat surface according to the scale is called map. And also what is cartography? The map making process. The map making process is called cartography. And who are the cartographers? The one who prepares the maps. One who prepares the maps are called the cartographers. And what is the atlas? Yes, atlas is nothing but a collection of various maps burned as a book is called atlas. So and also the maps gives the detailed information. So these are the things about a short introduction about the map, and we discussed in the last video. And also types of maps. So in the types of maps, there are two kinds of types of maps: the large scale maps and small scale maps. In the large scale maps also, it represents the small areas. So large scale maps are represent the small areas, and also it is going to be divided into two types. So cadastral maps and topographical maps. So cadastral maps are represents the individual properties. It gives the information about the individual property. And topographical maps, it gives the whole earth features. It gives the whole information about the earth features. Okay, this is the 2 points. Two kinds. It comes under the large scale maps. And the other one is the small scale maps. The small scale maps represents the large areas. Okay, so large area in the sense in the one map you can see the all continents, all countries, and all the water bodies. So the scale maps are representing the large areas. So in this small scale maps are going to be divided into two kinds, that is wall maps and atlas. So what is wall maps? Wall maps are it is used as a teaching aids, okay, and also to learn about the particular things we use the wall maps. Example for the wall maps are political maps, physical maps, and distribution maps. And atlas, as I told you that the collection of various different types of maps burned as a book is called atlas. So atlas, by using of atlas also we will get the different kinds of information. So next, the purpose of the maps are going to be divided. They like political maps and physical maps and distribution of maps. So political map, what are the things you will see in the political map? In the political maps we can see there is a boundaries between the two countries, or boundaries between the two continents, or boundaries between the states and their capitals. So these are all the things we learn in the political maps. And physical map, what are the things we learn? In physical maps tells us or gives the information us. So what are the features are found in the countries, or we learn about the location of the countries, continents. Okay, these are the things we learn in the physical maps. And distribution of the maps. So distribution maps are help us to show the minerals, soil distribution, minerals distribution, okay, and also transports like waterways, roadways. Okay, these are the things we will learn in the distribution of the maps. Okay, these are the things we learn. And also we have discussed about the components of the maps. To prepare the map, what are the must things we added on the map? So the first one is title. The title, so you can observe when you observe the map, you will see the titles. So every map should have the title. Okay, so top right corner, you will see the title of the maps. So example, so Indian physical features map, Indian physical map, Indian political map, Indian distribution map, or Indian history map. So all these kinds are given a title. It is a must and compulsory, and all the maps should all the map will be having the titles. So next one is scale. So what is the meaning of the scale? Scale is a ratio between the distance on the map and the corresponding distance on the ground. So actually ground distance is different and map distance is different. So that is why to learn the 2 points actual distance, we are going to learn. We are go with the help of scale, and also we learned about the longitudes and latitudes. So these two are help us to locate the places. And also very important component is index. So what is the index? Index are nothing but symbols. So we use the symbols to locate the places. Example, as you are watching the picture, dear students,
different keys and index are using different kinds of maps. Now you are watching the index or key for political map. First one, international boundary, state boundary, district boundary, taluk boundary, boundary along a river, national capital, state capital, big city, small city or town. These are the symbols are used to show the places on the map.
these are the symbols we use on the map. Okay. So these are the things we have learned in the last video. So let us get into the today's topic, that is geographical symbols. So before getting to the geographical symbols, what is the meaning of a symbol? A symbol is a sign that stands for an object. A sign that stands for an object is called a symbols. So different kinds of symbols, as just now we see for the used on the map. Okay. So and also different colors, different types of colors also we used on the map. So example of those colors are representing something. So let us study out one by one colors and what they represent. So the blue color represents the water bodies. So water bodies in the sense oceans, sea, rivers, okay, canals. Okay, these are the water bodies and islands. These are the water bodies represented by the which color? Blue color on the map. Next one is green color. So in the green color represents the highlands and plains. So highlands and plains, as you know, the Netherland plains, as you studied in the 4th standard and 5th standard. So northern plains, which is located in the north of the in the north part. Okay, Netherland plains. So those kinds of plains are representing the green color. And brown color. So brown color, it is representing the hills and mountains. Okay, brown color, it is representing the hills and mountains. And dark brown is representing the high mountains, like mountain in the Karnataka, that is Mullayanagiri, right? Mullayanagiri mountain, right? So Mullayanagiri mountain is represented by the which color in the map? Dark brown. So high mountains are representing the dark brown, but it is quite different in the Himalaya. In Himalaya, which is the highest peak in the Himalaya, that is Mount Everest. So Mount Everest is not representing by dark brown. Why? Because there is a white color is used, because snow-covered mountains. The snow-covered mountains are representing by the white. So that is why in Karnataka, the Mullayanagiri mountain, it did not, or it didn't cover the snow, right? So that is why it is representing by which color? Dark brown. But Mount Everest, it is representing which color? It is representing by the white color, because the Mount Everest covered by the snow. So these are the colors we can see on the map. So next, and for roads we use the line symbols. So you can watch the picture. So what are the line symbols we use here? Yes. So metalled road, unmetalled road, cart or tracked road, broad gauge railways roads, railway tracks, battlefields, fort. Okay. So these are as you watch the picture, these are we use for the road lines, we use for the representing of roads. These are the symbols, these are the geographical symbols we use on the maps. So and also by using all these symbols, we to learn about the map reading. How to read the map? So we read the map by uses the symbols, like using all the symbols we read the map. So it is one of the skill. So map reading is one of the skill, and so let us see, there are three skills are very important, three important points, we should know that how to read the map. Okay, first one is to locate the place. How to locate the place? Yes, by the help of the longitudes and latitudes. Without knowing our longitudes and latitudes, we can't locate the place on the map. Okay. So next one is to find the directions. As you watch, when you watch the maps, there is a top corner. Okay, top corner there is a N letter is written. Okay, that shows the directions. By help of the N letter, so we can find out the directions: east, west, north, south, northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. So by the directions also we should help. These help us to read the map. Next one is to find the distance. To find the distance, scale is helps to find the distance. So we should also know the scale. How to read? So scale, longitudes and latitudes, directions. So these are the things that help us to read the map. So let us take one example of how to read the map.
Yes, dear students, now let us take an example of how to read the map. Yes, this, as I told you, that every important components of the maps, the title. Where is the title? Yes, top right corner there is a title. Which kind of map it is? It is a history maps of Rajput kingdoms. And also we can see the directions, north, east, west, south. And to read, these are the components. And also to read the map, what are the things we need? Yes, we need the things of symbols or the what the colors are represent. Yes, I hope you are watching, dear students. Yes, Gujarar, Pratiharas, Rashtrakutas, Palas, Cholas and independent kingdoms. So these are the 5 kingdoms are mentioned on the map, and these 5 kingdoms also representing the different colors. Let us see first 3 colors. The parrot green color shows the Gujarar Pratiharas, and also next one the orange color represent the Rashtrakutas, and also the Palas kingdom are representing the pink color. Yes, let us watch now. Yes, as I told you that parrot green color, we can see here parrot green color completely. The parrot green color represents the Gujarar Pratiharas kingdom, and next one is orange color represents the Rashtrakutas. Yes, as you are watching, dear students, completely the kingdom are covered with the orange color. The next one, right side, there will be a pink color representing the Palas. So this is all Palas. So dear students, the symbols and the symbols are help us to read the map, and also these symbols are quite different from the map to map. In the physical map you will see the different kinds of symbols, and also in the political map you can find the different kinds of symbols, and also in history map you will find the different kinds of symbols. So now we have taken the one of the example of history map. Okay, and also the blue color, what it represents? The blue color represents the water bodies. Yes, Arabian Sea. So now you can watch here the blue color, complete the blue is complete. You can say that it is there is a water body present, Bay of Bengal and also Indian Ocean. So these are the water bodies are showing the blue colors. And also to map, in the map reading, what is the most important? To locate the places. Yes, to locate the places, what are the helpers? Yes, longitudes and latitudes. As you are watching, dear students, Tropic of Cancer and the lines, what we can see in the, what are the lines you can see? These are the lines are called the latitudes and longitudes. These longitudes and latitudes are help us to locate the places. So this is the one example of how to read the map.
Dear students, now you came to know how to read the map, and this is all about the lesson of globes and maps. So till now we have discussed all the points about globe and also map. So in the next class we are going to learn about the continent of Asia. So there are 7 continents. In the first one is Asian continent, and it is our continent. So it is also named as biggest continent in the world. So we can meet in the next class in the topic of Asian continent. Thank you, dear students.